What's up, friends? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Nick. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a professional food photographer and lifestyle filmmaker. And as a result of those two things, I've become a pretty decent chef. And I want to show you guys today my favorite breakfast sandwich of all time. It is legendary. It is packed with so much flavor in between two toasted English muffins. It has a sweet and a salty hint to it, which I absolutely love. And anytime you can pull off contrasting flavors like that, just like really take it to the next level. So sit tight and let me show you how to make the best breakfast sandwich you've ever had. All right, so everything that's gonna be on this sandwich today are applewood smoked bacon, sauteed spinach and arugula, soft scrambled eggs with a little bit of aged white cheddar cheese, caramelized onions, and fig jam, all on a toasted English muffin. So let's get into it. All right, so this is applewood smoked bacon and we're just gonna pop it on our griddle. We got it set to like a medium high heat right now. It's set to about 300 degrees. And we're gonna cook for about 5 to 7 minutes or so until it's crispy or until we like it pretty much done, and then we're gonna transfer it to a paper towel lined plate. But while the bacon's cooking right now, we're gonna chop up an onion and kind of get that caramelizing in the pan over here. So let's do that. All right, so once all our onions are chopped up, toss them in the pan just like that. Let those caramelize for a little while. The edges are starting to brown a little bit here. That looks really good. Just give it a flip. It's gonna get gnarly in here. And if it gets going too hot and it's just way too much splatter, just turn it down a little bit and then keep cooking. It'll get there eventually. You just gotta be patient with it. Give it a little bit of time and you'll get to that crispiness. All right, so we're gonna give our onions a little bit of toss here. Make sure every side of the onion is kind of coated in butter and everything's looking really good. If you have to add a little bit more butter, that's cool too. We'll just drop another teaspoon or so in there. We can start working on our eggs right now. And like I said before, we are gonna make a soft scrambled egg inspired by Gordon Ramsay, just because the way he makes his eggs with a lot of butter and just like constant motion of the eggs kind of make everything really soft and creamy and delicious. And when we add the aged white cheddar cheese to it, everything just turns out to be gooey and beautiful and exactly what you want in scrambled eggs. We are gonna crack these eggs into our bowl. We're doing 2 eggs today. Perfect, just like that. And then about a tablespoon or 2 of milk. You don't need a lot. I just think it helps aid in the overall creaminess of the eggs. And then just give that a nice little whisk. Our bacon's looking really good right now. I would say just maybe a couple more minutes on that. And then our onions are also looking pretty good here, starting to develop some really nice brown along the edges. All right, we're gonna take the bacon off now. It's looking absolutely perfect. It'll kind of crispen up a little bit too as it cools. All right, so that's done. Leave your griddle on. Let's turn it down just a skosh, but leave it right around 250 or 300. We're gonna saute our arugula and spinach right now in some of the bacon grease. Our onions are looking awesome. They're smelling even better. I wish you guys were here to smell these, but the color is gorgeous. They're coming along. They're starting to crisp up a little bit and develop that nice caramelized brown on the edges. So just like another minute or two and we'll be good here. So we're just gonna transfer these guys to this bowl here. Everything look at the color. It's beautiful, nice and soft. Ton of flavor, especially when you cook them in butter. Could not be more stoked and ready for this breakfast sandwich. You're gonna power your induction burner or stovetop, whatever, to a low heat. I would say less than 200 if you can get it there. Turn the burner all the way down to low. Kind of let that pan come up to temperature a little bit. And then we're gonna add a pat of butter and then we're gonna add our eggs. But like what that does is working nice and slow. It allows you to scramble the eggs in the pan. It keeps all the moisture in the eggs so you don't lose it when you're cooking with very high heat. On low heat, we're gonna add our, just like a handful or so of spinach and arugula to a pan here. We're gonna turn this guy up a little bit to about 300. Just be patient with your eggs. Keep stirring them around. They'll start to take shape soon enough. A little salt and pepper. So our eggs are looking really good, starting to take shape. All right, so those guys, spinach and arugula is basically done. Could have used a tiny bit more bacon grease, but that's okay. We're just gonna let those sit over in the corner, kind of stay warm right there. It can hit its creaminess right about now. I would say maybe another minute or 2 tops. And you can go ahead and season, put in chives, do whatever you want to do at this point. I'm gonna throw a little bit of aged sharp white cheddar in there. and then keep stirring it around so all of that melts in and it's nice and creamy, gooey, and delicious. A little salt and pepper. All right, ladies and gents, we are basically there. The moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to assemble this legendary breakfast sandwich. So, toasted English muffin. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of butter in the bottom. Next, we're gonna put on a little bit of our sauteed spinach and arugula. I'm gonna follow up with our caramelized onions. Take our bacon, break it in half, then our eggs go on. Oh my God. Look at how beautiful that is. Second to last but not least is fig jam. This really brings like a really nice element of sweetness in to complement and contrast the bacon along with the sauteed arugula and spinach. And we'll just throw a teaspoon or so, maybe a tablespoon on the second half of our English muffin. And then I like to throw just like a couple little crumbles of goat cheese on the top. So goat cheese just adds like another level of sharpness to the sandwich, complements the sweet quite well. So now that this is all said and done, gosh, that is beautiful. Look at that thing. I've been salivating since I even thought about making this breakfast sandwich this morning. Let's dive in. I probably got it all in the stash, but gosh, that was so good. It honestly does not get any better than this. These breakfast sandwiches are my jam. I cannot get enough of them. I could eat 6 in one day, no problem. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. I know we're in a weird time right now with Corona, but the best thing you can do is cook inside. Try this breakfast sandwich now. It's absolutely amazing.